Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And right now I'm going to be talking about what holds most people back from being able to live the life of their dreams. And it's called fear, F-E-A-R. And I'm going to share with you in a way of literally how to blow that up, how to obliterate it to where it's no longer a fear, but you be able to live your retirement dream. So a few things I want to share with you about that. First of all, if you believe in social media, if that is the direction that you go, and you're going to believe Facebook, you're going to believe Instagram, all these things, and that's all you're looking at, I want you to know you're going to be greatly disappointed, because what's going to happen is it could be a bunch of trash, a bunch of hogwash. It could be a bunch of things that aren't even true. I just literally had someone just recently I was with. One of the last things that she said to me when we got done with the tour that I took her on was, I can't believe all the stuff that's online that actually is not true. So that's a clue. That's a clue. You'll listen and believe what well-meaning friends and family have to say. You're moving to Mexico? Are you crazy? How about the cartel there? How about if you get shot? Well, what if you're in Texas and you go to the mall and you get shot? What if you go to a school and you get shot? What if you go to a church and you get shot? I mean, I can't tell you the last time. There was a shooting here like 4 years ago. And it was at one end of the lake and didn't even affect expats. So, your family and friends are well-meaning, but they could very well be looking at the same things you're just looking at and saying, what the heck are you talking about, moving to Mexico? Barbara and I went through that. Just know it's part of the process. It's okay, and you'll get through it. You'll get through it. Being more concerned of what other people will think. Here's what I tell folks. If they're not paying your bills, if they're not paying your rent, if they're not paying your mortgage, if they're not paying for your transportation, if they're not paying for your food, who cares? Who cares? What's important is what's important to you. That's why I'm doing this video, because I want to help those that maybe are having a difficult time trying to break through to be able to take that step. You won't be in control of your life. So you'll be looking at moving here could be a real mistake. Maybe something that, you're listening to that little voice that talks to us all, that says you're stupid, you're crazy. It's amazing. Here's what I want you to know. The person that we become in 5 years, are because of 5 things in our life. 1, what we read. What are you reading? Are you reading good stuff? That's going to put good things into your brain. That's going to help you believe in you. How about what you watch? Is all you're watching is TV? If you're just watching CNN, Fox News, CBS News, CNBC, MSNBC, you're going to get it from one angle. I mean, you're going to be hearing what everybody's talking about. And if that's all you're doing, it's a bunch of negative stuff. So why be putting that in your mind? If that's what is part of the influence of who you are in 5 years. The third item is what we listen to. Every time somebody comes to Lake Chapala and is a part of my Boots on the Ground tour, and we get talking about things, there's always a conversation that comes up with Facebook. And the thing is, I tell people, you've got to be careful of the voice that you listen to, because that voice could be terribly wrong. And you're looking at making a decision for the wrong reason because of something that isn't even true. I've got people that have come that have said, They read on Facebook that you couldn't find a rental here for less than $2,000 a month. That's a bunch of hogwash. Or you can't use Medicare at Lake Chapala. That's a bunch of hogwash. My wife was in the hospital last year. We've got another gentleman that came down. They thought he had cancer. He went in for surgery. He used his Medicare. I mean, you've got to know what to do and how to use it, but you don't get that from listening to everybody else. You can trust in someone that's already gone through the experience. The fourth thing, the seminars we attend, the schooling that we take, the courses that we take, that has a great effect on who we are in 5 years, what our life is like in 5 years. And the lastly is association. The people that we hang around. If you gave me the income, the annual salary of your 5 closest friends, you know what I can do? I can tell you what your income is. Your 5 closest friends. Now, when I was in my former life, my business life, what was interesting was I hung around millionaires. I'm not going to tell you that I became a millionaire, because I didn't. But my question to you is this. Could you live on $20,000? Could you live on $30,000? Could you live on $40,000 a month? Well, my question would be well, how about hanging around people that are like that? How about hanging around people that believe in themselves, that know they've got a mission, that they're saying, you know what? I don't need to go to Lake Chapala because I don't have the money. I want to go there so I can get away from all the nonsense that's taking place in the States and even in Canada. What we read, what we watch, what we listen to, the seminars we attend, and an association of the people. So with that, everyone has fears. But I want to share with you that fear is spelled out F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. We all deal with it. We've got that little chirpy bird that sits on our shoulders that's always talking to us, telling us that how we can't win, telling us that, what do you think? How do you think you deserve to live like that? What makes you think that you deserve to live in Mexico and live by a lake and be able to live a life where you can't see the air that you're breathing? You get to be around a bunch of neat people. You get to be with the warm Mexican people. You're able to live a life that has nowhere near the stress, the anxiety of where you live now. So, 97% of what we fear never happens, never comes true. 97%. Do you want to live in the 97% of the stuff that you think is real to find out it's not real? What would you do? What would you do if you knew that you couldn't fail? What would you do right now? What would change in your life if you knew that you couldn't fail? Fear that everyone thinks you're dumb, stupid, and crazy. I mentioned to you just a little bit ago, because this is one of the things I had noted on here. If they don't pay your bills, who cares? If they don't pay your bills, what are they doing for you? What are they helping you with when it comes to living a better life? Fear that you'll end up homeless and broke. I do not know, and this is honest. I thought there was one individual here that was homeless for a good number of years. He would go to a restaurant that we go to. He would sit at a table, and by the looks of things, you would think that he is homeless. In fact, there's 2 people like that. I take that back. There were 2 people that I thought were homeless. Both of them have homes. They've just chosen to not care for themselves. Their self-image is at a low ebb. So they just don't see the value in themselves and just dressing different and being different in society. Fearing that the difficulty and the suffering that may or will come along the way. Here's what I want you to know. Yes, you're going to have disappointments. Yes, you're going to have concerns and fear and anxiety. That happens. But you know what? We get through that. I get folks that come down through for the tour, and we're out driving around and everything, and they'll say, you know what? I kind of got how this is. I got the idea. You've taken me through all the neighborhoods. You've shown me exactly what's important for me to see. You're showing me the homes that are in the price range I'd like to buy. You're showing me the homes of the rentals that I'd like to be able to rent. All through this boots on the ground tour. So are you going to have the disappointing times? Are you going to meet people that you thought were your friends? Are you going to actually live life and have things that happen that aren't things that you're excited about in life? And that's what it is. It's life. And we all do it. But you know what? It all works out in the end. It all works out. Fear that what you do won't mean anything or you have any value to anyone else. Let me share with you. I can't tell you how many times I've been willing to actually end this channel. Say, chuck it. Who cares about the people? They come, they just got to deal with it themselves. I'm not going to do a service anymore. Forget the people. I mean, I don't care. I'm just going to live my life. You know, I look at that as being real selfish. I look at it as being real selfish. The Lord's given me some skills, abilities, some mindsets, some interpersonal skills that I care for people. And I have a heart, and I definitely care. But I can tell you, I have thought about stopping this channel hundreds of times. I've had conversations with Barbara, and she supports me whatever it is I do. I've thought about stopping doing the tours. I can't tell you, I just got back with the gentleman today, he and his mom, on the tour. They couldn't believe all the information they had. The mother could not believe that in one day, everything that I shared with her was absolutely amazing. And she definitely wants to come here. Fear that you're not good enough, that what you'll do is in fact not even worth your own time. Here's my question. How do you feel about your life presently? Are you where you want to be? Are you living the life that you want to be living? Are you filled with stress and anxiety and fear? Or would you rather be somewhere where you don't have to deal with that? Where you don't have to deal with the stress the same? I mean, the reason that we came here is because I deal with severe depression, PTSD, bipolar, and ADHD. We came here so I could be a lot healthier. I'm on less medications today. I've made the comment several times on videos. I think people that move to Lake Chapala live longer because of that, because of the ease of the lifestyle. The sit back, be able to stop and smell the roses, develop real meaningful friendships with people. That is what living a lifestyle of your choice is all about. Fear that you'll end up on a one-way trip from the life that you have now, and you'll never be able to go back to anything like it. I mean, you know, if that's how you see life, that you don't like the way you're living, but you're going to stay living that life, then that's something you have to take up yourself. That's something you got to look, introspect, and say, am I happy with that? You got to look in the mirror and say, I'm living the life I'm living. Do I really choose to live this life? Is this the way I want my life to live? Am I stressed? Do I want to be always concerned about the bills being paid? Do I want to be concerned about I don't have any friends? I want to be concerned because I have nothing to do. I don't do anything outside my house, my condo, my apartment. I don't have friends. If that's the life you want to live, then you're probably okay right where you're at. But if you want to change, you've got to change. So if you want to change in life, you've got to change life. And you've got to choose something better. Fear that it's too late and you're too far behind to even get started. Are you 99 years old? Then you're not too old. Make it happen. I learned a long time ago. Lifestyle. It's two parts. Life is what we're given by God. We have life. says in the Bible that he made us in his image. That's life. Style is how we choose to live that life. That's what lifestyle is. Fear that no matter how hard you try, it will have all been for nothing. I haven't got one person I've been with on my Boots on the Ground tour that has said, I wasted my time coming. I get folks saying, well, we're going to come down, we're going to check it out, I'm going to go on your tour, but we're probably not looking at moving here for another probably 2-3 years. I'm going to retire, that way I'll be 65, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's what happens. They end up back here in 6 months. There's a magic about Lake Chapala. And you know what? You're missing out on it. This video isn't about having the solutions to all your problems, but there is one problem that's really holding you back. And I know it's fear. False evidence appearing real. Things that won't ever even happen. Move through fear and you will be shocked in a good way at all the good things that's waiting to happen for you to be able to live a better life. I promise you. You come here, check it out. And there's reasons why I've got couple after couple after couple, 200 plus couples I've been with. I'm going to say that we're at somewhere around 120 couples that have moved here already within that period of 3 years that have already moved here. I've got 2 moving here this next week. People moving. I've got one couple, I know for a fact, they said that, well, they'd probably be here in about an hour. They had in about a year. Go back, they need to sell their house, and it's probably going to be a year and a half before they get here. They got here a week and a half ago, and I was with them. I think I was with them in March, April, May, June, July, 3 months, 4 months. And they've already bought a house. So, friend, I just want you to know, there's a better way, a better life, a better way of living, healthier way of living, friends to be made, food to get experienced, the Mexican people, the warm Mexican people that you get to be around right here at Lake Chapala, Mexico. Friend, as always, thank you so much for being a part of this channel, part of this community. You have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.